Hello, friends. So, today we will start a new chapter, The Summit Within. So, this chapter is about that we all are having a peak inside us, which we just have to find it, we just have to search for it. So, here in this chapter, the man is telling that he is saying that when he was on the peak, it means when he was on the peak of the Mount Everest, he was having lot of feelings inside himself. He was jubilant, happy, very happy, as well as there was a tint of sadness inside him. And the sadness was that thank God everything is over. God is so great, and now all the roads which he is going to choose is just coming down one. He can't climb any more. So this is the sadness he was having in himself. Yet he was dominating one. Yeah, he was on the peak, he was on the top. Yet he was feeling a kind of humility, and the humility is about that the creation of the God is very much different, very much unique. He can't compete. He knows better now that how he climbed the summit. So he is now saying that if a person is climbing the Mount Everest, if he is planning to climb the Mount Everest, he is going to overwhelmed. He is going to fulfill about what? He is going to fulfill himself about a deep sense of joy and thankfulness. It means he is going to be very much happy, and second, he is going to be so much thankful in his life. Why he is going to be thankful? Because this experience which he will come by climbing the Mount Everest is going to be remain with him throughout his life, throughout the last breath of his life. So he is going to be thankful also, as well as happy also. And the person who is coming down of the Mount Everest or after climbing the mountain is never going to be the same when you are returning. Of course, there will be changes inside you. Now he is saying that there is one more summit which we all have to climb throughout our life, and this one is our mind. This one is also not very easy way to go. We all have to struggle very much to convince, to make our mind for anything ready. This is also kind of a mission which we all are doing while staying there on the plains. So the man is saying that if you are climbing the Mount Everest or any peak, of course there is lot of things. There is beauty, there is the mightiness, there is the ruggedness. All the thing is telling you or teaching you everything in different way. So these short obstacles is going to teach you something, of course. So he is saying that if a person is going to explain that what is Everest and what was the experience of yours, he is not going to give you the final answer. There is not any possible answer which you can give. Everest is something just like it's a requirement which kind of after climbing the thing, what you are going to explain yourself, it is not possible. It is something like why you breathe, you are explaining, why you help your neighbor, you are explaining, or why you are doing good acts, you are explaining. You can't give a final possible answer. Yes, it is very physical. There is a physical climbing which a person is doing, as well as a mental climbing also. And the man who climbed Everest, of course he is going to be a new person, a new personality. Totally, he is going to change in himself. He is also saying that if a person is climbing Everest or any mountain, there is a physical conquest he is going to win. He is going to be the warrior after climbing it physically. But also, there is more than that. There is a sense of fulfillment which is inside him. There is also a deep sense of satisfaction which is inside him. And there is feeling of emotional spirituality, all these things which is coming from that climbing. It is not a physical climbing or a physical conquest, it is more than that. It is making you a different person. And suppose if you are climbing the Everest with your friend, it means two of you are there to climb the Everest. So you have to be one is holding a rope for you and he is giving that rope and making the way to you. So that is very much different. Every cut, every inch is just going to make you your muscles strain. There is going to be strain in your muscle after every inch, every cut. There's also a records which is left by the famous climber of the Everest. You can go and check it out. Before going to such kind of journey, you can go and have an idea that what kind of difficulties you are going to face there. Also, he is saying to us that when you are climbing the Everest, you have to look for these records. In these records, you will learn that they have also recorded, those climbers, they had recorded that if they required any help, then at what point they required any help, the breathing issues which they face, they are cursing themselves to choose this decision. Also, they want to go back, they are looking back to go down instead of going up, but going down is now more difficult. So all the feelings they had recorded, you have to watch. You should watch before choosing this way. You should watch it. You require a such kind of companion with you who is a motivational one. Suppose if you are climbing the Everest, he is just going to say just another 50 feet or 100 maybe. He should be there to motivate you instead of making you as well as him panic. He should be inspiration to you. So you draw your inspiration with each other if you are having such kind of companion at this kind of journey. When you are at the peak of that mountain, you will see that all the other mountains, they are just down of it. The sun is there, the rays of the sun falling on those mountains, and it is just looking like a jewelry. And you are on the top. You are just going to bow down on your knees and going to pray to the God whom you worship or whom you believe, just going to be thankful. And what you will see there, that every on the place on the top, there are a lot of pictures like of Guru Nanak, which is left by Rawat, picture of goddess Durga. Then there is lot of Buddha. Edmund Hillary buried a cross over there. So this is saying that everyone is showing their feeling spirituality in the way how they wants to, by leaving these images over there. They are showing their spirituality. They remember their God whosoever they worship. At this point, this is not the point where you conquest, but this is the point where you realize what are you actually. This experience is going to change you completely. This is said by him. And there is one more summit, there is one more peak which you have to climb, and this is your own mind. everybody is just struggling with the thoughts and ideas of today and of the next day, of the future, of the past in his life. You also have to climb that Everest. That is also an impossible task. Now the man is saying that both the climbing a mountain or climbing your own thought, both are same. The feeling which you gain after climbing a mountain, a physical mountain, the same feeling you are going to gain when you are climbing your emotional, your spiritual mind. So both the Sumits are equal. Both the Sumits are equally same in the field of problems or obstacles. So no one is higher. Perhaps I think according to this man, your own summit is more higher than the Everest. If you climb your own summit inside you, you are on the most peak than the Mount Everest. So HPS Ahluwalia is the person who climbed it, and he is sharing his ideas, his experience, how he faced after climbing the summit in this form of this chapter. I hope it is clear to you all.